test these guys at this cookie place. Got reports of this business owner chasing some people out of their store with a baseball bat. Don't you offer your services to the public?
Yes, but the state requires that you need to be masked in order to come anywhere inside.
You can't deny public services per federal law.
Yes, I can.
18. You can violate 18 U.S.C. 245.
I don't know what that is, but
it's a federal law. You're a public accommodation. You just said you're open to the public.
I have the right to refuse service to anyone.
That's what 18 U.S.C. 245 is exactly about.
My store, I'm asking you to leave.
Thank you for calling Crumb Together. Because of recent events, we are no longer answering the phone. You can leave a message if you need something from us, and we will check our voicemails. However, we will not be answering our phones directly.
Hi, my name is Max Carson. I am a local YouTuber, political YouTuber, mostly nonpartisan, but very pro-vaccination, pro-mask, and anti-violence, obviously. And I'm interested in interviewing one or both of you if you're up for talking. I'm going to stop in with my girlfriend today and get some cookies, so I'll introduce myself then if you're there. I hope you're doing well and that you're taking care of yourselves. Okay, hopefully I'll see you soon.
If you don't want me to open this door, it's okay.
No, I do. Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Take off your fucking mask. And I mean this, because this is our business, we are closed, we are after hours, and we are not mask Nazis. I don't want people.
And we're vaccinated.
So you don't have to wear a mask. We're going to be in close contact.
It's like we're hanging out with friends.
Or I prefer to wear a mask.
Then again, that's your choice, and we're okay with that too.
And that is your prerogative. But just so we know, we are not pursuing masks because we want to.
How are you doing?
Beat up, bruised, sore, overwhelmed, irritated. I didn't want any of this.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been better. You know, my morale is beat to hell.
What's your morale like now?
Terrible.
Well,
I just wanted to come and make cookies, that's all. I'm 51 years old, and we've been doing this for 10 years. I don't make a ton of money. I am never going to retire doing this. I do it because I love it. I come here every day and I make cookies because I love it. And my morale sucks. The last 2 years have been hell. All of my business has been taken away. This virus has been terrible for the small business owner. I lost 2/3 of my regular customers for 2 years. And after 10 years, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. This was my dream. I wanted to open up a little cookie store. I had an aunt who died who left us some money. We paid cash for all of this. We opened up a little cookie store. My husband helps me work it every day because it's my dream, not his dream. He has his own dreams. He's here helping me every day so we can make a meager living and get by doing something that makes me happy. COVID has, certainly made this so much harder, but we could have bounced back from this. But this abuse and hatred is more than I can handle.
it seems to me that a lot of people are taking their anger about COVID out on each other. And that in some way you've become a lightning rod, at least lately. For
that. It feels that way too. And I don't think I did anything. My chalkboard signs were a little snarky. snarky but true. The one that set it all off was the one that said, because of the unvaccinated, masks are required again. Thank you for your support. And at the time, that's what everyone was saying, including the doctors.
Going back to the snarky sign.
Snarky sign.
It seems to have tapped into a well of rage and paranoia, or something. It's the divisiveness and the anger that has been going on for eons, and this is just another thing that is pissing people off one side or the other. Is that your sense as well, that the sign somehow struck a nerve? Or it absolutely struck a nerve, and I didn't mean for it to struck a nerve. And things trigger people all the time, and I understand if things blow up on social media, right. But it's the taking it to the point of coming to physically assault someone. All right, blow me up on social media. All right, bombard me with shitty Yelp reviews. I don't care. Do you regret politically engaging with this at all? Yes. I mean, it was all stupid, and I don't regret thinking it and feeling it, but yeah, in hindsight, yes, maybe, I mean, a lot of things were done wrong. I certainly did not break any laws doing what I did wrong, but I made some dumb choices. And, I regret any of this. I didn't want any of this attention. I didn't want to be blown up on social media. I didn't want all this hate. If you could do it over again? I might have been a little less snarky. But that's kind of scary to think that we're now in a country or world where I can't say what I want. Right. I shouldn't have had to, but in hindsight, yes. But at the time, it's a stupid little sign. If it offends you, don't go into your store. And I had one or two people pop in and say, I think your sign's shitty. Okay, thanks. Most of the people stopped by and said, I love your sign. And that's why I kept it up there. Because the overwhelming majority of people supported what I said on that sign. And that's why I kept it out here. But, 10% of the world is full of shitty assholes. And these people decided to break the law and come and assault me. Because they had no other better way to express their anger than assault. Use your words. Go take it to the governor. Not my fault. Watching the video, their video, it seems that their goal is to entrap you into committing some kind of crime and then using that as case law to fight mask mandates. They were trying to instigate a fight. There was another incident where police were involved with, again, people lying about what happened and going to the police and making up things after they were harassing me and coming into my store, stalking me, following me home, waiting for me outside. They followed you home? I left one day after the guy came in and screamed things with a camera, and I got him out of my store, like nudging the other person, and I was so upset. I made Tony come in and work, and I went home. I lived close enough, and I was walking, and they pulled up next to me on the street and started screaming and videotaping me again as I was walking home.
So the community would like to know why you think it's cool to go tell people to fuck their mom.
Please get out without a mask. You can't be in here without a mask. Please leave.
Okay, well, community would like to know why you like to tell people to go fuck their mom.
Nobody says that. Please leave.
Oh, so the voice recordings I have aren't true? Can you not touch me? I'm outside your store. You can't touch me.
Please,
touch me, I'm going to arrest you. I'm going to place you under citizen's arrest for assault.
Trying to assault. Shut the door, please.
Have you watched the video of the assault?
Yeah.
I guess the alleged assault. They're not convicted yet.
Mm-hmm. It was very hard to watch. Neither of my sisters were able to watch it.
What do you think of it? Or what's it, I mean, what's it
it's
like?
Horrifying.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't like watching it more. I think I've seen it only twice. It's hard to watch. I don't want to, I see it over in my head a million times. I know what happened. I was screaming bloody murder. I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen when it happened like that. It was horrifying to watch the video. Absolutely horrifying. I haven't been able to sleep since. It's just plays over and over in my head. I don't like it out there. It's terrible. I've had complete strangers come up to me in tears, tell me how upsetting it was for them to watch it. The video was awful. I can't believe people would film themselves doing such things.
I think social media is a big part of it.
Oh yeah. Especially after the whistleblower came out and saying they knew it all along and they do it for the money.
Yeah. Because it's pretty rare that someone's going to see a sign like that and immediately run into the store. It's this exponential ramping up of
because
tension.
until that whoever first took the picture and posted it, that sign was up there for a month with nothing other than a couple of one or two, hey, shitty sign, with hundreds and hundreds of people walking by saying, great sign, I love your sign.
Do you have like a message or anything you want to say just to...
No, I'm not a political message person.
You just make cookies?
I just make cookies.
Okay.
I'm not an activist. I don't want to be. I don't go to protests. I don't, I do what I need to do to run my business.
Yeah.
I'm 51. At the time, I didn't have insurance. I have one kidney. I didn't want to get COVID and die. I got the damn shot. It was free health care. I'll take it. That's all. I'm not an activist. Do I think everyone should get the vaccine? Yes, because it's free health care. And you're sore for a day, and we all got vaccines as kids. That's all. But if you don't, whatever. You want to think stupid things? Go ahead. You're allowed to. You're allowed to think any stupid thing you want.
I see that the snark cannot be beaten out of you.
Hey, I'm not an activist.
Okay.
I just want to make my cookies.
Last question. Do you have a plan going forward for how you want to deal with this or get back to normal or what? Are you mulling things over?
I have no idea. Tony wanted to close up and be done with it immediately because he was fed up and he was concerned for my safety.
Well, that's understandable.
I'm not ready to give up.
Cookies must be made.
I like making cookies. This is all I've ever wanted to do. And I don't want to let shitty people scare me out and think that, if I give up, they win.
Controversy is fun to a point.
Yeah. Let's start there.
And it seems like you seem like the kind of person who does enjoy some controversy.
The way this all begins is because I do enjoy a prank.
Okay.
I do like trolling people on Twitter. It's fun. I like being snarky. You met my wife. We both share that in common.
Yeah.
We're harmless.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, we're just jokesters and pranksters and that kind of thing. So let me take you back. The mask mandate had come back, and we had talked a little bit about how that had upset us, so Dee made a sign that said, because of the unvaccinated, masks are required again. Thank you for your support. Sign didn't do anything until somebody made a Reddit post about it and shared it on Facebook, and the outrage mob came and did their thing. This garnered us news attention. KEZI came down and decided to shine a little spotlight on us and did a nice news story saying, giving us a chance to say our piece, saying we're not trying to be controversial. This is what happened. The vaccination numbers, which were the only metric for whether or not the mask mandate was going to come back, those levels hadn't been properly met. The mask mandate came back. We said what we said, and it just pissed people off. But at the time, it didn't really matter. Business picked up the very next day after the story aired on KEZI. People came out and said, your sign is fine. We support you. Here's, let's order some cookies. And it was a nice little boost in business for a day. During this day, somebody had found the story and decided to phone bomb our telephone number all afternoon from a no-call ID number. It was no-call ID, phone call, one after the other, for 4.5 hours. Hundreds of calls in a row. No-call ID means I don't know who these people are. So the first calls, I'm answering with, look, you don't need the no-call ID. Stop hiding. Let's go back and forth and have a gift battle. I don't mind. That didn't take. They just kept calling and kept calling, kept harassing. So, again, at the time, it's just a prank. So I'm treating it like a prank, and I'm answering the phone every now and again with something different. I'm answering the phone, I'm flushing the toilet. And I did that a bunch of times. One particular time, and only once, I picked up the phone and said, I can't talk now. I'm busy fucking your mom. I don't mean to be vulgar on your show, but it's YouTube, who cares? But this statement actually has a point. The only time I ever said it was during a bombarding harassment of no-call ID numbers.
I believe someone mentioned that in a different video.
How astute you are to notice this.
Yes. I was, because when I saw that video, I was like, I have a hard time imagining either of you saying that to a customer. That seemed,
no person
weird.
in their right mind answers the phone at their business saying, I'm busy fucking your mom.
Well,
unless
except you.
Unless
no one other than you.
Unless you're phone bombing them and harassing them. By the way, telephonic harassment is an Oregon statute, and the key to harassment is repetition.
Okay.
Hundreds of calls that ate up our business all afternoon.
Sure.
Again, immaterial because it was just a prank. I didn't even care at the time about the phone bombing. I was having a good time flushing the toilet and screaming at whatever I wanted into the phone.
Right.
It was weeks later that same dude that you saw the video of says, let's go in and ask these people why they like to tell people they're fucking their mom. You see that short video where he goes, Dee doesn't know anything about this.
Right.
She doesn't know that I've done it.
I saw she seemed confused.
So she doesn't know what he's talking about. She doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know that she's not the person he talked to on the phone for some reason, but it terrified her. She thought she was being harassed for something. She thought she was being mistaken for something. She thought she was so scared she called me to have me come in and work the rest of the day.
Okay.
That's when she went home, or tried to go home, and they were stalking her, filming her as she walked home from their black Chevy pickup truck.
And that's the story that she told me earlier.
He wasn't alone when he made that video. And by doing what he's doing, he is basically confessing to being the no-call ID harasser. He's the only one who would have known. So the no-call ID guy is hiding behind his anonymity. He's terrifying my wife in our store. A few days go past, and it is after hours on a Saturday when they start circling the block, looking at our store, and then eventually parking across the street, waiting for my wife to leave. That's when she calls me again, and this time, this is going to sound stupid, but this time I had to cause trouble. Because I don't know who they are. They're hiding behind their anonymity. So the only way for me to get them to reveal themselves is to get them to call the cops on me. I grab the baseball bat and I walk across the street ready to get crazy with them.
I've seen this video as well.
I haven't. Is it good?
Stay away from me. Stay away from my wife.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I bet you don't.
I don't.
Fuck off, and I mean it.
You know, I could get you for a threat.
know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smash your fucking phone. You know why? That allows me to discover who you've been calling.
Back off now, please.
Oh, did you just pull a gun on me?
Yep.
Anthony,
I feel threatened. I feel threatened for my life. I feel threatened for my life.
Meaning what?
No, I mean, do I look crazy?
You look, yeah, you seem crazy.
Half of the lines I'm shouting are lines from movies.
Okay.
All right. I mean, people are like criticizing me for a tweet about going Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman crazy. I literally shouted, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts!"
I like that scene.
And I'm shouting it down the street like a maniac. They do not pull away. Okay, they pull down the street, but they pull into the bank that is right next to our building. Okay. And that bank's parking lot circles around. So here I think they're coming back. So I'm not going to let them. I start to rush the vehicle. They back out of the parking lot and start to head down the street, and there's a red light right there. Now, I do roll up on their truck. I don't run up on it. I just walk. Mm-hmm. And then that's the video where I'm in the guy's face
with
the bat as he's filming me and pulls a gun on me.
Right.
Okay. I had to terrify him so that he would call the cops. And sure enough, the cops showed up. And you know what they gave me?
What?
His name, address, and phone number. Him and everybody in the car.
Okay.
Because you can't be anonymous and charge somebody with a crime.
Okay.
They charged me with menacing.
Okay. And so are you being prosecuted for that?
Probably not. I don't know. I still have to go to court and plead, but I don't see anybody that's going to call it menacing, especially after the next incident happened.
But as of now, you are charged with it.
Oh, as of now, yeah, I'm charged with menacing. I am absolutely charged with menacing.
Can I ask when your court date is?
I'll tell you right here. I think it's the 15th. It is the 15th.
Okay.
But that's just me to go in and plead and say, oops, sorry, not guilty.
How close do you think you came to getting shot in that?
Not at all.
No?
No. It's not the first time I've had a gun pointed at me. I said that.
Well, I could tell that from your reaction. You didn't seem very fazed by it.
The guy who pulled a gun on me the first time would have killed me. So it's not that I don't recognize the difference. I acted differently the first time, too. You know, that was one of those, yes, sir, I'll be quiet. I'm going to get down on my hands and put my hands behind my head, that kind of shit.
But this guy, you don't think?
This guy, there was no way I was backing down from this pussy. First of all, he was cowering. I mean,
yeah.
It's hard to be tough holding a 9mm dick in your hand when you're literally flinching and cowering.
I guess I don't think you have to be that tough to shoot somebody, though. That's the whole point of a gun, is that you can cower and kill someone at the same time.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
for him. Because, okay, he's shooting like he's steering wheel is here.
I saw it.
He's shooting like this, and his gun is kind of like this.
It was pointed at you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The chances of him hitting me, very slim.
Okay. Can I ask you some other questions about guns?
You can't.
Do you own a gun?
I do not.
And Dee doesn't own a gun.
And Dee doesn't own a gun either. We're not really gun people. It's not that we don't believe in guns. You can own a gun. We don't care. It's
sure.
not we don't have it just because of our personal preferences, and you know.
Have you rethought that at all in light of recent events?
Oh no. People with guns get shot with those guns.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Okay.
This, by the way, if we talk about the black pickup truck and the dude in the black pickup truck, I just want to run down the list.
Sure.
Telephonic harassment.
Yeah.
Trespassing.
Yeah.
Stalking.
Yeah.
Pointing a gun at somebody, which, by the way, is not a light charge. And you can't just say, I feel threatened, and it's okay to point a gun at somebody.
Right.
It's
he has
always illegal to point a gun at somebody.
Well, almost always.
No. Read the law. In Oregon, it is always illegal.
You have to shoot them.
Yeah, basically, they have to literally be threatening your life, and you have to be defending your life for it to be
right.
legal. I was not threatening his life, and he was.
He could have driven away.
He at any moment, and I let him drive away.
Right.
But the thing is, if he's not terrified, I have to smash out a taillight. Seriously,
I don't know that I agree with your de-escalation tactics.
These are bad business choices. Believe me, I understand.
So you're saying this with a kind of ironic hindsight is 2020 tone, because when you say I have to, you're saying it in the present tense. So I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. Are you saying that if you could do it again, would you have done this differently?
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't know, because it worked out so well. Okay, you think it didn't work out well, and
it seems to unfortunately still be working itself out. So I don't know.
Okay, when I say it worked out well, I only mean that individual incident.
Yes, I understand that, but you're also presenting this individual incident as a cog in a larger
believe me, I know
machine.
this is all my fault. Everything that happened to my wife was my fault, because
yes, you said all this was your fault as at our first conversation on the phone, and so.
Look, the first thing I did was I engaged those people that were doing the no-call ID in the first place. And I said the whole thing about I'm fucking your mom. Okay? That obviously motivated them.
Was that a mistake?
Not for a kid from the 80s who used to prank call all the time.
Yes.
But obviously now it is.
Things have changed.
It's a trigger. So that was my first mistake. But I can't really say it was a mistake to go after them with a baseball bat, because they revealed themselves, and now I have recourse. Now I have people I can charge with 5 or 6 different crimes. Now I have people that I can sue civilly. Now I have names that I can file restraining orders against. This is a culmination of stupid choices.
But you're saying you stand by them. That's what I'm
so torn, because what else am I going to do to defend my business? My wife is being stalked and harassed by people I do not know. I'm fearing for our safety. I'm fearing for my wife in the store alone, because it's a small place. She worked, past tense, used to work a lot of the day alone. I have an office. I'm here a lot of the day, and she's there at the store alone. When she got attacked, in that video, right after she hits the ground and they walk away, she called me. Yeah. The time you see me pop up on that camera is the amount of time it took me to get from here to the store to see how badly she was injured, to go around the corner to say, I think they got him already.
So you have I see a duality here, where you have a sense that you're setting in motion a chain of events.
I can't see that at the time.
I know, but I'm talking now.
Now I look back and I can absolutely see it.
But you also seem to have a strong impulse to do something. But sometimes
we don't have anything else. Okay? When you threaten my store and my wife, you're threatening my entire world.
Yeah.
There is nothing else. Okay, I don't have another job. I have interests.
Right.
Okay, we have a store that sells cookies, and Dee works there alone in the day, most of the day, or used to. She can't anymore.
Yeah.
I'm responsible because I didn't take any of this seriously at the beginning.
Okay.
I didn't see hatred coming towards a cookie store. Who hates a cookie store? We thought it was just pranks and shit. But then it escalates to trespassing and stalking and actual harassment. And now people are fucking afraid. People are going home crying. People aren't sleeping. So yeah, okay, I went nuts. But I went nuts on fucking purpose. With a mission. And that mission...
To get this person's address.
To get that person's information.
And name.
And now, yeah, they can charge me with menacing. And I probably shouldn't talk about the case, but we'll see if anybody actually prosecutes that, because in foresight, knowing now what is going to happen after this event, I was right. We are being targeted and stalked and harassed, and we are in danger. a lot of... Okay, after the event with the baseball bat, which, like I said, bad judgment on my part, but
I still hear an asterisk there. It sounds like you're saying it's bad judgment, but also you just said you were right.
Oh, no. I was right. Bad judgment on my part. The worst part of what I did was embolden my wife to make her think she could do the same thing. She watched me do it. And even when the cops showed up in my store, I told them the story proudly, and they went, okay, yeah, well, here's your menacing ticket. Go to court and tell the judge. I'm like, thank you, I will. You know, all I was trying to do was put us in a position where we could be actionable against somebody else, where we had recourse. Does that make sense? Without identity, I have no recourse.
Yes, but I still go back to my same place of, I don't know that you have to do anything. Maybe you don't have to do anything.
And now, mind you, you saw the video. I haven't seen the video. I'm dying to see the video, actually. But
I can show it to you if you want.
Maybe afterwards. But you realize he pulls a gun on me.
Yes.
Which means he was armed to begin with.
Sure.
He was always armed while he was stalking us.
Yeah.
Does that not put a little pause in your step and realize that maybe grabbing that baseball bat and running these armed stalkers off is a good thing?
No, I disagree with you.
Okay.
You're
allowed.
This is turning into a debate.
Let's debate this.
So I understand this is very loaded for you, though, because your wife has been assaulted. So I don't want to pretend this is just like a fun idea, a theoretical debate.
Let's go back and let's debate it as if we're in the time. So my wife has not yet been assaulted, but I have just chased off these people from our store.
Yes.
Let's debate it from that moment on.
Okay.
You've just watched me do it. I look like a lunatic.
Yeah.
And I come back and tell you the pussy pulled a gun on me.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I would say, here's how I see it. Either this person is trying to murder you and your wife, in which case, if you poke a bat in his window, he's going to shoot you.
Okay.
100%. Because like if he's waiting for a time to shoot you, and maybe get away with it, like, maybe that was the time, right? So that tells me probably he was not planning on shooting you. My sense is that these people, maybe myself included, are trying to make a movie with themselves as the star, and there's this sheen of surreality in front of them where they're like you saw the video of the people who assaulted Dee telling the police and getting themselves arrested, right?
Oh God, yeah.
They almost don't care that they're getting arrested, because to them they're just making a movie. Right. And the cops are characters in the movie, and now it's a scene where they're getting arrested, and that's actually an interesting scene. And it's almost detached from actual real-world consequences. So my sense is that these people want to make movies about the government being evil and boot-licking cookie store owners who are enforcing these Nazi policies.
You realize attacking a cookie store for the policies of the government is like attacking a kindergarten in the name of education.
I'm sure that's been done too.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we had nothing to do with these rules.
Yes, but my point is that when you engage with them, you even are saying you're trying to play a character. Here's what my feedback for you would have been at that time.
I did ask for this.
You are providing them with a interesting, potentially viral internet character to be in their movie.
I'm laughing, but you are 100% right. And it's not intentional. Well, okay, except for that one moment.
The character is intentional, but I don't think that you're thinking about yourself and your life and your wife and your money and your business and your safety. They're just thinking about their audience. And their audience hates you. They hate the government. They hate Kate Brown. And they hate anybody who, to them, is colluding with...
You know, here's some weird facts that you can throw out to these people. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a registered Democrat. Okay. I am a registered independent and always have been. I don't like primaries. Don't call me for the playoffs. Just call me for the finals. That's when I get in there and do my voting. I don't give a shit about the mask mandate. I'm not a huge fan of Kate Brown. I'm not anti-gun.
Yeah.
Here's what's weird. I'm not even anti-auditor.
Right.
There are tremendously good and important auditors in this world who catch police and public officials doing terrible things, and I believe in those people. Mm-hmm. What I don't believe in are frauditors, like these two assholes who believe somehow that just because they know a law, they can walk into some store and tell the store owner that that's how it is.
Right.
There's a fundamental misconception about what a store owner's rights are. And the fact is, we can throw you out. The minute you refuse to leave, you are trespassing. You are criminal trespassing, and we can use reasonable force to throw you out of our store.
Can I?
You can. Jump in. This is a great debate.
Here's the problem with what you're saying. They already know that you think this.
But it's not what I think.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. In order to audit you, they require you to think this. They have to know that you think that you can shove them out of the store. And as long as you think that, that's what the audit is supposed to... No auditor wants to... Do you think that they came in wanting Dee to say, oh, well, if that's the law, then I guess I'll give you... How many cookies do you want?
No, I understand.
Exactly what she did is exactly what they want her to do.
What you're saying is we're playing into their hands.
Still,
even
in this conversation, because you're saying if you come into my store, I will use reasonable force. I will use my baseball bat to push you out of the store. And who doesn't want to film themselves getting hit with a baseball bat?
Nobody should want that.
But they do. That's what I'm telling you. That is exactly what an auditor or frauditor or whoever. That is what getting hit with a baseball bat on camera is what any YouTuber wants.
Okay, now let's be clear.
I want you to hit me with a baseball bat right now.
We're talking hyperbolically because Dee never struck anyone with a baseball bat. Let's be clear about that.
Well, even better, then they can claim that they were hit with a baseball bat.
I just don't want this conversation to misrepresent
my understanding is that she pressed up against them with her arms wide, gently. She was shoved. She got the baseball bat, gently pressed the baseball bat into...
Didn't even make contact. She grabbed it before it ever gets... What she was doing was grabbing her arm with her hand, and the baseball bat was about like coming in, and the girl just grabbed the bat immediately, and that's when the fight ensued.
Okay.
So the bat never actually touched her, and I don't want people to think that we're swinging the baseball bat. But again, this moment is my fucking fault, because I emboldened her with everything I had done prior to this. And you know what, Max? You are right. Everything you're fucking saying to me is right. And I know it's right, and I know in my rational brain, I am playing into their hands. I'm being used for all kinds. I mean, fuck, if Alex Jones has got us as a story, we are just part of a media cog.
Yes.
At this point.
Yes.
And all I want to do, and I say all I want to do, is put my head down.
That's not true, though. But you should.
I can't help. We have to stand up for our rights as a business.
Okay.
We have to. There's got to be a way to do that. There isn't there? I mean, we are a cookie store that serves children. Okay, we don't court controversy. I'm just trying to tell people this isn't the place to start shit.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the place to go. Go to Walmart. Fuck, you can't go to a movie in this town without providing a proof of vaccination. Go protest at a movie theater.
But the movie theater won't take a baseball bat out and threaten them.
The movie theater...
And it's not good. That's not
but
good
the movie
cinema.
Theater, but the movie theater will get a far more instant response from the cops.
Mm-hmm, that too.
Than we will. We are alone on the streets out there, okay? We don't have a security detail that protects us, okay? We don't have any, the cops are 2 blocks away, and they're very rarely around. Even our local councilwoman came by to say that she had a meeting with the police chief to talk about better policing downtown. We're on the front lines of this not because we put ourselves there, but because the front lines came to our store.
Yeah.
You can't expect us not to defend ourselves.
I think okay.
You wouldn't ask me to lay down for this, would you?
I have a couple of things I would say.
What would you say?
If it got out that there was a manager of a Walgreens, that if you come in wearing purple shoes, he takes out a baseball bat and he threatens to hit you with it and he starts screaming at you.
Wait a minute. Let me stop you here, because we got to compare apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
Well, it's an analogy.
Yeah, but that's why it has to be apples to apples. So let's take Walgreens out of the equation.
Sure, so a random family-owned business.
Family-owned business. You ever seen
cookie store? Let's say a cookie store.
How about this? I got a good one for you. How about a Korean liquor store owner?
Okay, a Korean liquor store owner.
No, I'm serious, because this is one of the things that happens, and you'll see it a lot, especially in big cities. They get targeted for a bunch of robberies.
Yeah.
A local gang, a local group just starts going after them.
Yeah.
They lose their shit. And they have no recourse but to defend themselves in their own store.
Will you hear me out?
I am. I'm listening to you. But keep it fair, because Walgreens
forget Walgreens. A family-owned bakery.
A family-owned bakery.
Okay. In Nebraska.
Good state, Nebraska.
Okay. And the owner, if you walk in wearing purple shoes, the owner will take a baseball bat out and threaten it and start screaming at you and threaten to hit you with it.
But that's not what happens.
No, just hear me.
But wait,
just hear me out.
Apples to apples.
The owner will tell you you're trespassing and then attempt to get you to leave. Eventually, if you don't leave, they will take out a baseball bat.
Okay, but you kind of gloss over that part.
It does. I'm telling you. I'm trying to get you to see this from the point of view of the people who are harassing you.
I'm trying, I guess.
These same people, purple shoes. They will put on purple shoes and they will go to that bakery and they will bring a camera and they will make a movie about a crazy store owner who yells and screams and tells you to get out of their store. So my point is that even if you take away all the politics of this, just the reactivity alone, I think, is going to attract people.
Well, I already told Dee. It's now a joke in the house. I'm like, you know what our story has? She's like, what? And I'm like, everything.
Yeah.
And it does. The story's got fucking everything. And you're right. A lot of it is fucking my fault.
I'm not.
But here's the thing. I should be able to have an opinion, don't you think?
Yes, I'll get to that.
Should I have to suffer fear, trauma, assault for having a simple opinion? Should I have to suffer that for simply enforcing a rule that I don't even want to enforce myself?
No, the way the social media algorithms multiply and call out to every crazy person within 500 miles and blast your story into the brains of the people who want to hear it the least is obviously unfair. And I do think that Facebook probably in particular is
Look,
to blame for a lot of what's happening.
We're going to be out on YouTube with this one, right?
Yeah.
5 days ago, from this point, from where we're recording right now, 5 days ago, if you typed in Crumb Together on YouTube, you got the first heading you got was Drawn Together by Robert Crumb. It didn't even pop up our name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you hit Crumb T, it autofills 6 different
Nazi. Crumb Together
Crumb
Nazi.
Together Nazis, Crumb Together Attack, Crumb Together Assault, you know, you name it. I didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, I was crazy, and you're right. I did not do myself any favors, but I didn't create an algorithm that was meant to do that. And we are fucking 50-year-olds. We grew up in a generation where it didn't fucking matter.
Right.
You know, everybody wants to be the hero in their own movie. Now everybody's actually got a camera. And you're right. The
world is watching.
The world is watching, and I'm just a bad guy character, and I love playing bad guys. And I'm doing it to myself. At the same time, nobody should be fucking assaulted for this.
No, I see. I understand your impulse to not want to roll over, obviously.
And I see your point. I like to pretend that I'm socially aware, but I'm not on Facebook. I gave up on my YouTube channel. You know, I see the algorithm. I know what it's doing. I don't acknowledge my own participation in it. And you're right. I can see that you're right. And I can see that I'm blind to it.
I'm saying this as someone who's received thousands of death threats within the last year.
Well, I'm catching up with you. But at the same time, and again, I say that a lot, there is a good side to this. The support, the love.
Oh, sure.
The amount of the generosity of people and the well wishes and the amount of business we've gotten, the people that just show up and just give Dee a hug. God, she loves that. She loves it when somebody just shows up and gives her a big hug. And people have been bursting into tears over this video.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted this to be my mea culpa, that this fucking thing was all my fault. And you know it's my fault.
I'll say it for you. No, I'm not trying to say it's your fault. I
need to acknowledge my own part in this.
Well,
I put my wife in danger. I emboldened her to grab a baseball bat when she should not have. And the thing is, after I went chasing after the guy with the truck, and I told she came back to me and said, "Get in the store." She's like, "What would you say to me if I had just done that?" I would have said, "You're crazy. Don't ever do that again."
Right.
And she's like, "Why can't I say that to you?" And I'm like, "Because I was doing it for a reason."
Yeah.
You know, and you're right. It's
risky.
It's very risky. It's not a thing you're going to find in a you know.
The algorithm makes it so that you're not just sticking a baseball bat in one person's car window. You're sticking it into a million people's car windows, potentially. And the algorithm finds the people who are the most reactive to that, and the people who are most online and most filming and most...
Max, you are right. I know who the YouTube algorithm targets.
Yeah.
I know that the videos, my reaction videos that I used to do for Lucifer, they never had the right titles because they were never salacious enough.
Right.
You know, I know that I didn't have the right thumbnails because there wasn't a big shocked expression on my thumbnails. I know I was doing things wrong for the algorithm.
Yeah.
What I've refused to acknowledge is all the things I've been doing right for the algorithm.
Yeah. You're a YouTube star now.
I didn't mean to be, and most of all, I really regret dragging my wife into this more than anything, because I am very likely to keep trolling people on Twitter. I'm very funny, and I'm good at it. But I probably won't chase anybody with a baseball bat anymore. But then again, I probably won't have to because now the police are making the rounds more often and the city council's involved and, you know, security in downtown is going to change because of this.
You've caught one charge already, so adding to that is probably not good.
No, I'll call you when that gets dropped.
Please do.
Because, honestly, the only reason I want this charge is to talk to the DA so that I can get the charges levied against everybody else.
Are you capable of feeling the emotion of fear? Or do you just feel bad that your wife is afraid?
I feel bad that my wife is afraid.
But are you afraid ever?
I am concerned.
Because again, just the expression on your face of someone of looking down the barrel of a gun, like it would take me maybe a year or two to recover from that.
There are different people who hold guns for different reasons, and some people are intent to use guns, and you can see that in their eyes, and you do what the fuck they say.
But again, you're not even saying because you're scared. You're saying it just like, oh no, that's the most practical thing to do.
Yeah.
Are you ever afraid?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't found anything that really scared me yet, but I don't want to say that on the internet.
Well, because it comes off as a dare.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is you seem detached from your emotions. That's what I'm saying. Not that I don't think that you're incapable of fear.
Detached from my emotions, yes.
I think maybe you're afraid of you're incapable of experiencing fear is more what I meant.
Probably.
Okay.
I am this.
It just seems like there's supposed to be something.
You're right. It's supposed to give somebody pause when somebody pulls a gun on you after you've been acting like a lunatic. You should take a moment and do a reassessment of yourself.
You basically dared him to shoot you.
I did. But, see, I keep saying that like I'm about to equivocate.
But then you don't. You're just like, and that's that. I dared him to shoot me, and I'm goddamn proud of it.
I'm not proud of it. I am...
I don't want you to be proud of it.
I'm trying to keep the conversation light. I'm trying to keep a smile on my face because I don't...
I know that you're very upset about all this.
Yes. That's where you find me detached from my emotions.
Yes.
Is I got too many other things to actually concern myself about in real life to have time to fear something.
Okay.
Do I keep my head on a swivel? Fuck yes. Every time I walk up to the store, I'm looking around. I'm judging. I'm looking at the outside of the building. Have we been tagged? Has somebody smashed out a window yet? Is somebody watching me right now? We've changed every way we do business.
Yeah.
Nobody's alone in the store anymore. That door is not open to the public
being
anymore.
practical is different from being afraid. You don't buckle your seatbelt because you're afraid. It's not. It doesn't require that sort of emotional. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that
I should be.
Yeah.
Because the internet's a crazy place, and I've just gone into the echo chamber, and
yeah.
And
people
who are bold enough to show up at your fucking store are people who are bold enough to do real damage.
Yeah, and it's not too late.
Okay, how do I fix it?
Just be scared. Just do what do what a scared person would do. I'm scared. I'm scared all the time. People threaten to kill me. It's scary as hell. I know 99.99% of them aren't going to do anything, but if you get 1 million people, 99.99%, as COVID has showed us.
1%'s a hell of a number if you get to enough people.
Yeah.
I understand. And I don't know that there are any good answers. You just want me to kind of tuck my head and go away.
If every person on the earth could push a button, had a button that said, "Do you want to kill Max Carson? Push it right now," I would be dead within 5 seconds. If every person on Earth had a button that said, "Do you want to kill whoever owns what's the donut shop? Voodoo Donuts?"
Yeah, Voodoo.
Yeah, they wouldn't die. We would say, well, you wouldn't get enough people. Even all the people who knew that person, somebody might, oh, he's an asshole, but I'm not going to push the button. But you and me, there's somebody out there that literally would kill us if they could. And the more people, and that's just part of like being any kind of well-known person, and to any extent, like, you know, Tom Cruise, same thing, somebody would kill him. But so
you make a dramatic point, but it's not lost on me.
Okay.
Don't let me give you that impression.
There's just too many people, and they're being told to hate you by a robot.
I wish they knew that. You know,
it is ironic that the people who are like, the system is controlling me, so I'm going to do exactly what this other much more complex, much more controlling system is basically brainwashing me into doing, so that they can sell ad space. It is ironic, and all in the service of working for Google. That's what they're doing. They're filming it so they can stream it on YouTube. They're just making money for Google. That's all they're doing. The most controlling, least privacy respecting organization.
Well, you know, that's what YouTube is. We're just teaching the Google algorithm how to talk like humans, how to look like humans, how to act like humans.
It's Terminator.
Yeah, we're creating Skynet in our own image.
Yeah.
And you are right. Fuck, you know, like I said, this is my mea culpa interview. I did a lot of things wrong. You're asking me now if I do them different, and I can't say I would because I don't know what else I would have done.
Well, when I see the videos, I'm like, just go hide.
I can't.
Just go into it. Just call the police and go hide in the bathroom. They're not going to break the door down. They're not going to start shooting through the door.
Well, here's the thing. That time when they were parked across the street and stalking us, if we had called the police on them and the police had initiated a contact, it wouldn't have been enough for us to get their information.
But maybe you don't need their information.
But I do if I'm going to file a restraining order. I can't file a restraining order against somebody I don't know.
Again, if they're going to kill you, a restraining order doesn't matter. And if they're not going to kill you, then you don't need one.
But if I'm going to...
I think restraining... It's the same... I feel like there's just this, like, game theory thing of, like, are these people actually trying to kill you right now? Like, not really. If they really...
that makes it okay? I mean, they could stalk and harass as long as they're not about to kill me?
I'm not saying it makes it okay. I'm saying I don't know that there's anything you can do about it that's not going to make it worse. So I'm saying...
hide.
Yeah.
Call the cops and hide.
Sure. That's what you're supposed to do. Right?
I don't know that.
It's not fun to film somebody who goes in their bathroom and calls the police on you.
Fair. It's a fair comment. Look, you are speaking sense to me, and I appreciate that because I needed somebody to speak sense to me.
I'm happy to.
But I don't want to throw another butt in there. I sound stupid every time I throw a butt in there.
I understand the... Look, okay, I made a review of Cuties that made...
talked about that.
I want to talk about Cuties that made a lot of people think I'm a pedophile. Millions of people. The videos clipping short clips of what I said, taking it completely out of context, about how I'm a pedophile, got millions of views. My original video got 400,000 views, but the average watch time was 1 second. So
I've seen those stats too on my videos.
So the narrative was completely out of my control, and death threats, harassing, all this stuff, and so my channel got deleted by YouTube because it got reported for being child porn. So much that they just deleted my entire channel, and it took them 4 months to reinstate it. When they reinstated it, I made a music video called "I'm a Pedophile." I made a parody of Eminem's "Criminal," but made a rap song about how I'm a pedophile. So I definitely understand the urge to say.
I probably should have done some more research before sitting down with you.
Yeah, probably. But we're here now, and we're doing this. So,
God damn, dude, what are you gonna drag me into now?
I know you were like, "Are you sure you're ready for the heat of talking to me?" Look, we'll just swap. We'll swap harassers. No, actually, it worked. It totally changed public opinion. It's now people either say, "Oh, I guess he's not a pedophile. He's a good rapper," or they say he's so good at rapping that I don't even care if he's a pedophile. This guy's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
So there is a way you can sort of like I think make fun of yourself and show a self-awareness that makes people then say, okay, it's not fun to call someone a pedophile if their biggest video on their channel it's called "I'm a pedophile." That just makes it like it ruins it. So I do think there is probably a proactive way that you can engage with this that makes people not want to harass you. Or I think you can just be non-reactive. I think that you can just not do anything in response to these things.
Not doing something is antithetical to my personality in general.
I know. I see that.
But here's the other thing that I really want you to know. We're a cookie store.
Yeah.
That's it. We're a cookie store. You know, that's all we are. That's all we have, and this is all we do. It's simple. It's, you know, they say behind every great fortune is a great crime. Our great crime is sugar. That's it. We're sugar peddlers. And sugar usually makes people happy. There's no way that we should be embroiled in any controversy. People shouldn't be targeting us for any reason.
I know, but in their minds, you're the bakery that ratted out the Jews hiding in the alley next door to the Nazis. You know, like they think that you're complicit in a Holocaust.
How is that even possible?
They believe that the vaccines are killing people or controlling people on the magnitude of a Holocaust, and that
no, I can't.
Or that there will be a Holocaust if the government seizes the amount of control they're trying to seize.
I don't see that. I can't see that. I can't make myself see that. You know, it's... Yeah. I just, I wanted to take responsibility for all the shit that happened and hopefully let people know that...
But by that you mean emboldening Dee to think that if she pokes a baseball bat in someone's direction, they will leave.
Yeah.
And get themselves arrested.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. But I gave her that impression and I shouldn't have.
That fight could have gone very badly.
Hers and mine. I mean, all of it could have gone very, very badly. And that's why we want to get ahead of it. We want it to stop. We want to tell the whole story from the beginning. Yes, it was just telephone harassment. Yes, I did a fucking prank. You know, but escalation isn't what we're after. I'm trying to have a conversation about de-escalation, and you're right. I'm responsible for so much of this, and not saying nothing. I'll try.
It's hard to do nothing.
I will try, but I can't just let my business and my wife be abused. I can't let that happen.
Yeah.
It's... you got to have a question or a statement. We're just trying to run a business. We're just trying to have some fun on social media or not take a phone bombing too fucking seriously. We weren't looking to escalate any of this. I'm just looking to protect my wife and my business. We don't have children. We're not even a mom and pop shop. We used to call ourselves an aunt and uncle shop. I'm Uncle Tony, she's Aunt D. If you see the sign on my door, it's Uncle Tony's. You know, that was our identity. We're just Uncle Tony and Aunt D. And goddamn, we haven't hurt anybody. You know, it all looks bad, yes, but we've never hurt anybody. Just because you whip a baseball bat out does not fucking mean you're. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of when they thought Reggie Jackson was the son of Sam, the killer in '77. Because he wore 44 and people were being shot with a 44 in Queens, and like it must be Reggie Jackson. Like, just because you're holding a baseball bat does not make you a murderer. Shit doesn't make sense anymore. You know? I just want people to know us. And me, for all that's worth. And you're right, I'm probably coming off like a complete asshole. I'm used to it. I'm used to being the asshole.
Well, I think we just have to show people that that's partly a defense mechanism, and it's not who you are deep down.
It's just
that these things are affecting you.
Oh fuck, dude! You cannot imagine how these things are affecting us. I'm exhausted, and you say I don't feel fear, but I can tell you I'm terrified for what's next. You know, where it goes from here.
I think you don't consciously experience fear very often, is what I meant. I think it's there, but there's a... It's just...
No, you're actually onto something from my childhood. My mother used to notice that I never felt the right kind of fear, like in certain circumstances.
The self-preservation kind.
Yeah. I was the kid who you know, jumped his bike over the canal and, you know, that kind of shit. I was...
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. You probably pegged me because you don't know me well. You're just seeing me unvarnished. And I mean, my friends have known me for too long, and my wife has known me for too long. But you're right. I can't fake it though. I mean, I probably could. You know, I could.
You're an actor.
Yeah, I could cower if I can go Batman crazy. I can certainly cower for effect, but I don't want to. I shouldn't have to.
It's America. God damn it.
I mean, everybody is so proud about standing up for their rights. Well, shit, man.
Yeah.
Get on my side.
Yeah. If you can't sell cookies, then what the fuck can you do?
Yeah, our lease is up in a year, and I don't know. I didn't want to stay in business. I was ready to close. When she got beaten in her store, I was never going to open those doors again. I was gonna put up a Craigslist ad for the equipment and just pay off the lease for a year, or see if the city will let us out of it.
Hi. Oh, nice message. You're lying about why you're not answering the phone. See, I saw the video from a friend in Russia. Do you understand that? That in Russia, they are watching what your employee did.
Owner.
That your employee assaulted a private citizen and a patron.
Not a patient.
I am going to call the police next and let them know that I will testify as a witness, as well as everyone else around the planet that
That's good, long
watched the
list.
video and saw your employee assault them with the bat. So you can make a dumbass message all you want. But people around the planet are watching this. Do you understand that? Your fake news can write all the fake stories they want, but everyone's going to back Amy up on this. Do you understand me? Russia.
That's a pretty good preempt. Sounds like a lawyer wrote it. Your finances are under investigation. You're going to be audited.
I'm going to be audited. Oh, no.
Pendulums swing both ways. I have a GS pay grade.
What is a GS
See you
pay
soon.
grade?
I don't know.
I don't know what a GS pay grade is.
I don't know. Keep them coming though. I want. This is
This
is cathartic for me.
One of these unknowns came in and surprised the hell out of me. I don't know if I kept it or not, but it was a nice one.
If you guys do custom orders, I'd like to get a cake with a picture of the woman in glasses from the video I saw. Just have a picture of her with a giant steaming shit all over her face.
See, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be great if I could see that. And let me know if you guys can make that cake for me, okay?
Okay, I'll call you.
Really appreciate it. And stay strong, guys.
Thank you.
You know, all the love and support is just pouring into you.
Love and support.
And everybody loves you. And we're so busy right now because the local government didn't shut us down because we're under investigation. But we'll come back next week.
I guess that was the end. They tend to peter out at the end. If they're not quick and to the point,
right,
they just go on and on and on.
Hello, Cookie Shop. We came to your cookie shop a little while ago, and we really hope you're doing well from our family because your cookies are amazing. And that, those people should be in jail. Wish you luck. Bye.
Okay, I'm holding it together better now, but still, yeah.
It's a nice message.
And it was their parents that had called in just a few minutes before that, and you could kind of see the scene how it played out. At their house where the parents called and left a message and the kids were like, what happened? And like, well, remember that nice lady at the cookie store? Something bad had happened to her. And the kids are like, we want to call. And that's where I see that happening. Like,
yeah.
And, I remember this family. They were just in town for a little while. They came by a couple of times and that was it. But, sorry. That one's the good one. If I'm going to keep any of them forever, that'll be the one. It's really an apology that I need to make to my wife. Because in the end, I don't care about the internet. And I don't care about the harassers. I care about my wife. And I care about our safety and security and well-being. And if that means closing the store, then so be it. It is everything, but I don't have anything without her. So, yeah, if the internet's gonna decide that I shouldn't have a cookie store, I will keep my wife and just go. It's not fair, though. That's the last thing I would say.
Santa Claus is coming to town, and it's no secret that one of his favorite foods is cookies. So we're stopping by this place, Crumb Together, a new cookie and coffee shop started by an Arizona couple who moved here to beat the heat.
Hi, I'm Deirdre Sturp. I'm with Crumb Together, and today we're going to be making some holiday sugar cookies. And we have flour, baking soda, and a little salt. Again, just mix it until it just comes together as one big clump. These are 2-ounce cookies. Got to give them a little room to spread out, so place them about 2-3 inches apart. And these we're going to flatten down a little bit. And some green, some red, and here they are. They got a nice little crinkle, a little golden around the edges.
Santa's going to be jealous.
Definitely want to make some of these for Santa.
Keeping Tuesdays tasty. I'm Tony Gist, KVAL News.
Hi, my name is Denis Villeneuve. I'm the director of Dune, and this is Notes on a Scene.
The test is simple. Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
What's in the box?
Pain.
So this is a very iconic scene taken out of the book. Paul Atreides, the hero of the book, will go through some very specific test called the Gum Jabbar. And it's a test that is designed to see if his humanity will overcome his animal impulses.
Defiance in the eyes, like his father. Leave us.
I deeply love the idea to start a sci-fi movie in a library. I think that the counterpoint of it is kind of beautiful. Why a library? It says a lot of things about Dune's world. There's no computers in this world. In Dune's world, AI has been banned. There's no more artificial intelligence. Dune is about the triumph of the human spirit. Patrice Vermette designed an insane amount of beautiful carpets in order to bring the idea of ancient culture. As you can see, the chairs are be designed. So the Reverend Mother looks almost like a chess figure. I asked Greg Fraser, the cinematographer, to bring a level of darkness in the scene that will feel almost like you are having a nightmare. And it's exactly what I had in mind when I read the book at 14 years old. This scene happened right at the beginning of the shoot. It was one of the first scenes I shot with Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, and of course, the great Charlotte Rampling. I loved working with these actors. They were absolutely amazing. And frankly, after that scene, I started to breathe because I knew that I did the right casting.
Leave us.
You must do everything the Reverend Mother tells you.
She's supposed to be in control of her emotion. She's almost about to hug him, almost about to touch him, but she cannot allow herself to do that because she's in front of the Mother Superior, or having to brought her own son into a test that could mean his death. It shows the tension between the motherhood and being a Bene Gesserit sister.
You dismissed my mother in her own house.
Come here. Kneel.
Here, several things are happening. The Bene Gesserit can use something called as the voice in order to control the other human's will. Meaning that here, the Reverend Mother, using this voice, can channel and go into the Paul Atreides subconscious and ask him to cross the room and kneel in front of her. I thought at the beginning that it could look silly if Timothée had to cross the room like a zombie. And it came into my mind to embrace right away from the beginning the point of view of the character and to fall into a very short period of time in some kind of micro coma, like a narcolepsy that will snap and he will just awaken in front of her. To create that feeling of narcolepsy, we